good afternoon, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Noah Lyle and Miss Broomfield situation. I decided to wait a minute before I spoke about it because, sometimes when you are too angry or when you're too emotional, you tend to say the wrong thing. So took a step back, gave it a couple of days and said, okay, today is Noah Lyles' birthday. So first and foremost, happy birthday, Noah. I wish you many more years to come. And hopefully, as you become older, you become wiser as well. Now, the entire situation happened earlier this week, I want to say, or at least earlier this week is when the excitement surrounding it gained traction, where all the different social media platforms and pages actually started running with the news. But Noah Lyle basically came out and I think this is how it's referred to everywhere. It basically disclosed some of the details of the pillow talk between himself and his Jamaican partner, Janelle Bloomfield. Now, I think this is, and again, I'm treading very carefully because I don't want to say the wrong things. I don't want to come across as I'm judging or I'm bashing him in any way or form. This video is solely for basically sharing my opinion, right? But at the same time, I want to remain as civil as possible. Before I even go into the video, shout out to the sponsors, Quick Link Shipping. I know a lot of Jamaica has been without power for the last couple of days. Quick Link Shipping has some very cool deals on generators. So if you want a generator, a Delco, as some people call it, you can reach out to Quick Link Shipping. Very, very competitive prices, and they can get it to your doorsteps in a jiffy. All right, so check out Quick Link Shipping for the best deals on those generators. So when JPS not working, you rely on your generator. Very, very cool deal. And I think when it comes down to generator, you can't lose. You can't lose. It's a lifetime investment, and they're not as expensive. I think the cheapest one is running about 145, 150. Well, 145, 135, and then we're talking about $1,000. And the more expensive one is maybe 175. So you can check out Quick Link Shipping for the deal on the Delco. Tell them Halftime TV sent you, and there'll be an additional discount in there for you as well. All right, so back to the situation. So Noah Lyle and Janelle Broomfield, he was on a podcast. He wasn't asked anything, and he just started, like, it was almost as if he was waiting on the perfect opportunity, and he saw this as the ideal opportunity to say what he wanted to say, almost as if once the female told him or once his partner told him what was happening, he just couldn't wait to get it all out. And that's what I got from it. He wasn't asked about it, and he just started going on. He indicated during the interview that he's known everything that's been happening in the Jamaican camp, or in let me say it how he said it. He's had all the tea on what's happening in the Jamaican camp for the last 5 years. He's known about Kishane and his fight with injuries. He even went as far as to say just yesterday or a couple of days ago, just yesterday, Janelle bought some wigs for Sharika to go to the Olympics. He spoke about Shelley and Fraser Price and Elaine Thompson Hera and their little debacle as well. Again, I think based on the context of what was said, based on what was said, and if we're taking what was said in isolation, let me put it this way. I don't think there's anything in there really for us to say whoa, or anything that's super revealing for you to say wow. I didn't know that happened, or she shouldn't have told him this, or you get me? Like, if you're in a relationship, there is pillow talk, and there will always be pillow talk, whether it's the workplace gossip, whether it's what's happened at the play field, that sort of thing. However, there are just certain codes you don't break, and one of those codes, the same as if you have a group of male friends, as a male, you discuss certain things. You're not going to discuss those conversations with your partner, or at least I don't. And the same thing if you're a female friend and you have certain conversations with your female friends, you're not going to disclose certain conversations with your partner as well. On the flip side, Um, like, I don't know. I think Noah Lyle understanding that, hey, this is pillow talk, what Janelle and I discussed in the confines of our home or of our space should be left there. I think that's where he kind of got it twisted. I don't know if it's a culture thing. I hope not. I grew up in Jamaica. I don't know. So if someone's in the comment section who grew up in the United States and the culture is different there, please let me know. But in Jamaica, or at least where I'm from, when you have conversation with your partner at home, those conversations stay there. And if you have conversations with your friend on the corner or whatnot, your friends confide in you, or if you have your WhatsApp group or whatnot, and certain conversations are had there, they stay there. Now, what this means for Kishane's chances, Rob Smith is asking. I don't think this hurts Kishane's chances. The coach, like, this is just mouth talk, and Noah Lyle, he realizes that Kishane is the man to beat right now. Now, prior to Kishane's emergence, or prior to him putting on these sublime times, everyone was talking about Noah Lyle. But since he went to the national championship, and since that run that he made, was it the Diamond League or the Continental Tour? Don't even remember. Everyone has been talking about Kishane Thompson. So right now, going into the Olympics, nobody really wants it. Noah Lyle, really. Nobody really wants to Noah Lyle. They want to see Kishane Thompson, and they want to see what time he's going to run. Why have I labeled this video? Why did I title it Noah Lyle the Villain? Over the years, Jamaica and the United States, we've had this rivalry going where it's always us against them. Usain Bolt and the Asafa Powell, Tyson Gay, Justin Gatlin. It's all of these things have been happening, right? Carmelita Jetta, Shelley and Fraser Price. We had Veronica Campbell Brown. So it's always about us against them. I think over the last couple of months, we've seen Noah Lyle in the Jamaican colors. We've seen him enjoying Jamaica so much. He was at the KFC. He was all over the place. He was enjoying Jamaica because, again, his partner Janelle Broomfield is Jamaican. So it's only natural that he's spending time in Jamaica. He's quite immersed in the Jamaican culture. And at one point, even in the comment section, I heard people saying if this would affect his image with Adidas, because we know he's the face of American track and field. He represents Adidas as well. And because of that us against them narrative that's been created over the years, him, quite frankly, switching over to Jamaican can be viewed in the wrong light, and maybe people aren't as excited because right now Noah Lyle is Jamaican, right? No, I think looking at it now, I think his Jamaican citizenship has been revoked, right? And that's me putting it nicely. There are other folks who will speak far more strongly on the topic in the comment section of various posts, whether it's on Sleek or Twitter or whatever. But they'll speak far more strongly on that. I won't. The thing is, from the onset, is Noah Lyle came out and he said some things, and everyone was feeling for Janelle because they were saying, oh, she was betrayed, and how could he come out and do this, and how could he say this, and whatnot. And I think she was basically the victim in that situation. Well, initially, she was viewed as the victim. What transpired afterwards kind of really switched the pendulum. It's almost as if, okay, both of them, they're in this together and they don't really care. So now it becomes a situation of Janelle Bloomfield. Is she really with us? Is she really for the success of the Jamaican track team? Or does she value just being with her partner more than anything else? Because Janelle Bloomfield, and as I said, this is solely my opinion, in a scenario where she should have simply just sat back and allowed it to play out. Just leave it. And I say it time and time again. These folks are too caught up in social media. They're too excited to jump and to go live or to post something, throwing shades and all of that. Some of the times we need to take a step back. We need to simply just see certain things and avoid it. Just see things and let it be. Okay? And I think because this is a news cycle. This is a news cycle where there's always something to talk about. I'm pretty sure in a couple of days people won't even remember about that. People will remember, but they won't be talking about it because something else would have come up and that thing that comes up would have been the top news then. All right. So again, going back to the Janelle Broomfield situation, she posted a picture on her, was it her TikTok or Instagram? I don't know. She basically saying she's unbothered and she doesn't really care because those folks who are in the comments and who are saying those negative things aren't the ones paying for her business class flights. All right. Now, right there, she moved from victim to villain as well, because now everyone is saying, okay, uh, did she do it to sabotage the team? Did she do it out of ill intent? As Bi Strong said, there was pillow talk, and now I'm thinking, okay, like this is an opportunity, or an opportunity presented itself for Janelle to pull Noah to the side and say, hey, XYZ, right? And I think that's how it works in relationships. If your partner does something that you don't like, you pull them to the side and you say XYZ. But in this situation, it's almost as if, and it could be a case where she pulled him to the side and she said, I didn't appreciate that or whatnot. But at the same time, she's coming out and she's saying, um, I'm by your side and I'm supporting you regardless of the situation. So that could very well be the situation. But as it relates to public perception, doesn't bind well. It don't look good for her, right? It don't look good for her any at all. And with us being so close to the Olympics, I think a lot of her teammates right now, they'll be side eyeing her. It'll be a situation there on the training ground and people looking across on her. Nobody wants to do anything in her presence because they don't want Noah to hear back. And if Noah hears back, then the entire world is going to hear back, as we've seen on the podcast. Some of the people out of line attacking the girl for no reason, attacking the girl. No, no. And again, I don't comment, I don't comment on issues where I see it's going out of hand, or it's going in a trajectory that I don't appreciate. I don't condone any form of abuse, whether it is on social media, whether it's in person, none of that. So halftime TV does not condone any form of abuse, whether it's social media abuse, whether it's in person, any of that. I'm just saying certain situations can be avoided, and at times we know how social media is. That doesn't mean it is right, but we all know how social media is. It is a very dark place, and the sooner you realize that, the better it is for you, and the easier it is for you to maneuver it. I think Janelle Broomfield actually saying, he said what he said. He started looking to the side, which means she was in the room and probably asked him why he did it. She's vulnerable. Kimbella. Yep, I understand Kimbella. But I think now, going into the Olympics, this now reverts Noah Lyles back to the villain status. And the worst part about this entire situation is now a member of the Jamaican track and field team is caught between two. All right, she's at a place right now where her teammates, they 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 feel uncomfortable around her. All right, so put it that way. Because after that interview, I am sure there will be some discussion, or there will be some dialogue among the team members about what is said, what is done when Janelle is around. And that makes it even far more uncomfortable for her, right? Most of the talking points about this, and there's a lot of speculation. Well, I am not talking about anything that's not said or anything that's not revealed. I'm just speaking on what was said on the podcast and what my opinions are. And I think any one of you on the chat right now, or any one of you guys in the chat, if you were in a situation like that, you would be in an awkward place as well. Because right now, I think Janelle is between a rock and a hard place. And Noah Lyles going about it, how he went about it, it was a case where I don't know, I don't even know how to go about it. I don't know how to go about it, because as I mentioned before, there's a certain code, and this is an unwritten code, and everyone knows this. You just don't do that, right? You just don't do that. You just don't do that. You just don't do that. And I feel for Janelle, but also she shot herself in the leg when she went on and made that post. She should have left it at a situation where she is the victim and people are feeling sorry for her, because it was a situation where there were some fans who were abusing her. And then on the flip side, there were some fans who were saying that her trust was betrayed and all of that. Right. So, yeah, that's my view on it. I'm going over to the comment section now. Toffee Rudy, I don't really think she did anything that we all wouldn't do after her partners in bed or living room. Did Lyle do something wrong for out of the conversation? Yeah, Toffee. As I said, the context of what was said, nothing is wrong with it. I don't see anything there that was said that we're like, oh, this is out of line. You shouldn't have said it. No, I don't think that is a problem. I think it's a principle behind it. I think it's a principle behind it, and just coming out and saying that, and then in addition to that, Janelle Broomfield now going on her social media page and posting something, basically trying to clap back at those in the comment section, people, and this is to all the Halftime TV viewers and subscribers, right? If you're too invested in the comments, it's going to take away so much from you, right? And I know I said that in a vacuum, but I've seen it time and time again. People who are either YouTubers or social media influencers and all of that, they spend so much time in the comment section. And I know I invite everyone to comment, and I go through all the comments, right? And there are some comments that are good. There are some comments that I use as feedback to improve my product. And at the same time, there are other comments that are just negative, with people saying whatever they want to say. Now, if you're too invested in those negative comments, then it will drain you. And I'm saying this to you now. So if you can avoid those negative comments, or avoid investing your energy into these negative comments, it will be far, far better for you. Okay? Noah Lyle, again, happy birthday. 27 today. I hope with age you become wiser, and I hope there isn't a recurrence. I know your Jamaican citizenship has already been revoked, but nonetheless, I wish you all the best, Junior Bloomfield. I hope you bounce back from this, and I hope those on the Jamaican team, they don't hold it against you, because again, if there's anyone in the comment section or anyone who is in a relationship who's never had pillow talk, I want them to raise their hand. And they've already said, he that is without sin cast the first stone. So I think everyone has had those conversations, but not everyone has been betrayed by the person laying next to them, in the manner that she has been. So I know it's unfortunate, and I know with us being so close to the Olympics, it's kind of like it's throwing off Janelle, and I don't expect it to throw off the Jamaican team, because, as I mentioned, nothing really nothing surprising was revealed. It wasn't like a revealing interview of any sort. It's just knowing that everything that happens on the training field, or everything that's been happening over the last couple of years, Janelle has been bringing everything back to her partner. Nonetheless, I'll leave it at that. Let's hear what your thoughts are on the entire situation, Halftime TV family. Janelle Broomfield, Noah Lyle, what are your reactions to the situation? How do you interpret it? Is Noah Lyle the villain that track and field so desperately needed in a time when male track and field especially was on the downward spiral? Or is this another situation that will blow by real quick, even before the Olympics? Let's hear what those thoughts are. Until next time, remember, like, share, subscribe. Peace out.